Hi, I'm Doug Wallman. I'm gonna try to make a lavalier mic today. Now, making probably deserves a little explanation or kind of a disclaimer in that most of the work was made at the manufacturer when they made the capsule for the mic. But I'll be soldering a couple leads on, maybe doing a little tape job, put it inside an enclosure, and I will call it me making a lavalier microphone. Got a few parts. This is from DigiKey. Honestly, I kept some of these because this one arrived just today. It arrived last. I think this is from maybe the UK. It says Royal Mail. And we're going to start with this so I don't get too off track. This is the microphone capsule. I was recommended by someone online. I'll try to include all the links in the description box. I think this has a signal to noise ratio of negative 80 dB. Now, I don't know much about microphones, I won't lie, but it sounded pretty good to me what this gentleman was describing, and so we will go ahead and unbox that. I've kept this for about a week so I could wait to unbox all these at once. Nice. Hopefully I'm in the frame there. So they wrap this up pretty nice. Again, this is from DigiKey. Take it. This is the product I'm looking for. Inside all this lovely wrapping. I ordered 2 of these just to be safe. I'll probably just do one. There's the microphone capsule. Part number. There's a couple ways to describe it. It's a microphone, analog omni. I think it's omnidirectional. AOM-5024L-HD-R. That's AOM-5024L-HD-R. Before I go any longer, let me get water. There's my lovely microphone from DigiKey. There wasn't very much. The shipping is probably what kind of did it a little bit. But yeah, I can put a link to that, excuse me, on the description box. So those are I think those are called the microphone capsules. This I got from Amazon. I honestly don't remember from who exactly. Moki, that's what it says here. I think what I got here was just some miscellaneous things for it. I think it's the clips. I think I got the clips and like a foam. I don't know if you want to call it a windshield. Did I get that too, or did I not get that? I don't even remember. Seems like I got foam too, but I only see clips here. So these are, because they're so cheap, I got several clips. And I sort of, I looked, sorry, all that noise. These are the clips. I sort of looked at the dimensions as best I could. They were just a little bit off because they measure these in millimeters. So I hope that's going to work. Doing this on camera is kind of weird because I might have to stop and think about stuff a little bit. This won't afford me. I guess I could stop the camera. And this I got. This is the one I just got today. International Priority Mail. This I think was. What was this called? MicBooster.com. I noticed some people online, when they were making their own lav, they would use like a Sharpie, lid or the back end of a Sharpie. I wanted an actual, something to enclose the mic, and I hope those dimensions work. It doesn't look real promising at this point. Oh yeah, I got the foamy thing from them too, and it wasn't very much. Keep bumping that. So right now I'm using a couple mics. I'm not sure which one I'll end up, maybe I'll use both. Or I got an Alvoxcon and it came with a lavalier mic. Right now I'm actually just direct in, and I'm bypassing the Alvoxcon receiver and transmitter. I figure if I'm just sitting here I can just go direct in, right? So it shouldn't be a big deal. These are the transmitters and receivers for that system. Probably get those out of the way for now. So yeah, I got the 3.5 millimeter cable with bare ends. That's pretty lazy because you could just go ahead and get what you need from a dollar store and cut it yourself. But, okay. So let's see if I can manage to do this on camera. I don't know. Electronics really don't scare me that much. I mean, it's pretty much what I do for a living. Though I have never done a microphone though. So that's going to be different. And this probably isn't exactly the right thing to be soldering on. Oh boy. So here's our handy dandy mic capsule. I don't know if that's going to autofocus on either one of these. Probably isn't. It doesn't look like it's trying to autofocus. My bad. I put them on autofocus. Anywho, let's get to making this. Now, this... You gotta think about this, right? I think this is the part. No, I thought I ordered more than one of these. Maybe I just did one. I thought I ordered more than one. Yeah, oh man. I just see one in there. Well, I'll have to look through my stuff later. I could look at my order too. See, what did I order? I thought it was 2. I think that's one's over here. This is DigiKey. This is order 2. I might have just ordered 1. Honestly, don't remember. I know I ordered 2 mic enclosures. This is my acoustic primarily. I did order 2 clippy mic enclosures. Oh, I probably already misplaced it. Probably have to watch the video to see what I did with it, but at least here's one of them. From the United Kingdom. I can get pretty excited and lose track of stuff pretty fast. I wouldn't be very happy with that. So I should just put this in here now. I want to be in the right frame of mind here. I'm gonna probably watch the video and go, duh, you moved it somewhere. But I'll try to focus here on what I'm doing. Wow, it's amazing how you can lose focus so fast. So I think this will hold it. So I don't know what I'm doing, do I? Well, no, I don't. I assume this can actually wrap around this thing. But it's probably not quite the right dimension, so maybe it doesn't want to. That wouldn't surprise me. But can it fit in here is the question, even if it doesn't have the foamy thing. Can it fit? Looks like I did okay that way. Vibration and stuff might be a little different. That fits in there. I could just put that in there first. Then that. Of course, I have to do it the right way. And the little screen thing. Like I said, I ordered 2 of these. Those look pretty handy. Of course, I have to get the wires through that. Just to make sure I know what I'm doing. I'm thinking through ahead a little bit. The screen thing, which fell down right now, and then that's going to push back in there, screw in. I'm probably not even in the frame of the other camera. Well, it looks like I did a pretty good job, actually. I'm not 100% sure if that rubber thing is supposed to go around that. Probably not. But for sure, when I solder this, ooh, that's not. When I solder this, I want a nice clean lead here. I don't want to mess those up. Now this is the part I could worry about later, I guess, but these look kind of awkward, but you can get those around. The base of that, I'll probably worry about that later. I think that I can worry about later. So basically I can probably just solder this on here now. The ground would be that copper wire. I thought it would be a little more defined. I know what ground looks like. The ground's going to be that one with the little ridges on it. I do have my multimeter, but it's not a very good one. So the white one's going to go to that, near that plus sign. So that should be pretty easy. I do wish I had a better way of describing stuff. Well, I really should. Yeah, I know that's ground because it's got those ridges on it. The little marks, kind of. And as long as I have this enclosure on there first, I should be good to go. And this is the what's called TRS, not the TRRS. This is this going into my camera. Well, this poor soldering iron has been sitting here for a while. Now you don't want them. I don't have very long. I haven't soldered in this apartment yet. I solder at work, so it's not a big deal. But I do have a better soldering iron probably, or one with temperature control. But this seemed to be fine. You wouldn't want to get these. You have to excuse me, I'm just going to concentrate for a little bit here. I'll probably actually tin this first a little bit more. It looks like it's already pre-tinned, but probably not. I'm not practiced up. I do it sometimes. I have actually done it a lot, like with chips and things like that. But you do not want to mess with this and goof it up. Although I do have an extra one. Well, that's on there. That wasn't hard to do. And that's on where it should be on the ground. Oh, you really should have one of those handy dandy things that help you hold things. I don't have one of those. People are probably just looking for me to screw up, but I probably won't. I'm just used to it. Probably didn't even get this in the frame of the other camera. I'm not thinking about that like I probably should be. Can you see it? Well, it's a 20 millimeter, so you probably caught me. And I'm not sure where it's focused exactly. I want to be able to get a clean solder of that. That's probably a little bit too much of a glob there. I'm making this look kind of hard. It's actually pretty easy. I'm just a little bit nervous about being on camera and the whole world watching me do this. And my eyes probably need better glasses and more lighting to do this better. But looks like it's on there okay. I don't like how it's so close to the ground plane there. So I might try to move it up. There. In fact, I might just make sure that's in focus. Probably isn't. Well, this is a 20 millimeter. I don't think that's focused. I can barely tell from here. Tell you what, I'm going to put this on manual focus. As long as I did all this flipping work, we'll make sure that we can see it at least. Seriously, I had this cord dangling here the whole time. Oh my. I don't know if I can do that. I should be able to hit the hourglass, I thought. And get in a little closer. Oh, that's if I have it in manual. Which I thought I flipped it. Proves I don't know much about cameras, which I thought I do, but I think you have to pre-focus when you do that method. I might not have to stop the recording, I think. I don't think I can get that close. Well, I'll put it back on manual. It says it's on it, but I don't believe it. There, now I think it is. It's having a rough time. Here, let me get this light. I don't have so many hands up. See it? There's that side of it. Does it follow me if I move? That's kind of cool. There's my solder job there. Anywho, alright, just want to make sure people could see that. Dang, I really kind of overdid that. I don't know if this camera can. This camera already died. It already stopped. Let me do another sync so that camera can decide to get back on board with me. Alright. Okay, I don't know if I'm overexposed now with this camera. No, probably underexposed even with that. So it looks like I got it soldered on there okay. It's pretty close to the edge where it would ground out that capsule, but it's not. It's not going to. Close, but it's not going to. So that should work. I already put the rubber piece in there. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure if that rubber piece is supposed to like wrap itself around there, but that'd be pretty hard to do. I don't think so. Now getting this flat, ooh, that could be a little tricky. Not really though, there. Because what we're going to do is put this little windscreen on. Oh, it's not a windscreen, really, that wouldn't serve as a windscreen. Grill. And then this little thing goes on. My lighting in here isn't the best, is it? Well, looks like I got it though. So I'm recording with this mic, this lavalier mic that I used from the Alvoxcon Wireless set, except I didn't do it wireless this time. That's like one more thing to introduce into my recording that might screw it up. And I'm using this mic here, condenser mic. So it looks like it's already in there. You'd probably want to put a little tape on that. I just bought some tape. I'm not sure where it went, to tell you the truth. Alright, so I'm back. I'm not sure if this is still recording either. Yes, it is. That one's doing better. So I did think enough to get that thing on there first. I didn't realize this would be such an issue. Well, maybe it's not. I think it kind of is though, unless I can get around this. That's too bad. I'm not resoldering that. I think you can just embarrassing myself in front of the whole world. I think you can just kind of slip it in. I don't want to ruin this cable. Let's look at this real quick. I think you can just slip that in there. I think. Wow, this is embarrassing. At least I thought enough about the other problem that could arise. Getting that in there is going to be kind of hard too, though. I don't want to look. I don't even know if that's possible. Here. There. Well, that wasn't very smooth though. Well, that part I did not do so hot on. I was just dangling there. Good job. Well, anyhow, I think the most important thing is, does this thing work? Which I don't see any reason why it wouldn't. I might not be able to mount it very well given my situation here, but yeah, I think the mechanics of it are probably harder than just soldering on a couple leads. The clip is what I struggle with. God, help me get this on here. No sense breaking, even though I do have multiple ones of these. It's probably not going to behave exactly how I want it to. Maybe that rubber thing wasn't for that, I don't think. No, that wasn't even part of it. Well, I'll be curious if this works. I guess we'll just go ahead and hot swap the mic. This is still recording, but doesn't have much battery left. So, actually, I just have this. I could just swap right here. I kind of want to mount it though. I haven't got the mountability of it yet because it's not on there tight. That kind of bothers me. Because that should have been the easiest part, but it's kind of actually the hardest part. But let's just see if this works. We can get this video over with. Then I can work on that later. Hot swapping. Probably turn down. Left is lavalier. Okay, turn that down. Plug it in. Wow, I'm not really thinking at all right now. All right. Plug this in. Now, if I have any signal, it should work. Testing 1, 2. I can't really tell right now if it works or not. Test 1, 2. And I can't switch screens or anything. I do have the other mic, which I could turn off. It looks like I'm getting signal. In fact, it looks like I'm clipping. Okay, so I took care of the voice being on one side in post-production. It'll be taken care of later, though. Hard to interrupt myself. Yeah, it works. That shouldn't be a surprise, though. Test 1, 2. I just can't see the signal other than a green light up here. Test 1. I would hope this sounds better. As soon as I get the mounting situation straightened out. Oh, that was possibly one of my biggest mistakes there. I have another one. But even getting it over that. You'd think that could just right over the top of the plug on the other end. So it's not that small of a hole. Well, let's just mount it here for now. Probably making a bunch of noise. In all fairness, it's a little higher on my neck than the other one. Okay, let's take this one off. In all fairness, let's put a little cover on it. Probably have to wrap it later. Sorry about all the noise this is probably making right now. That's pretty easy. I don't know if it was cost effective or not. I forget how much it cost actually. Probably around 20, 30 bucks. But I ordered 2. So how's that sound? Testing 1, 2, 3. I have to fix, the clip situation. So I ran into a little trouble there. But all right, I guess I succeeded. Well, that shouldn't be, anyone should be able to solder a couple wires on a couple leads. This is supposed to be a good mic. It's supposed to have a low signal to noise ratio. Can't talk. supposed to have a low signal to noise ratio, so it's kind of attracted me to it. We'll see how it sounds. In fact, I'm still recording. Let's get rid of this. Okay, I'm going to have the audio sound like it really did when I was doing this test setup here. It was off to one side at the time, but it'll change. Did that because I did fix it then. So here it goes. There, I put it in the stereo channel. Let's have me monitor how this sounds. I have some headphones here. Test 1, 2, test. It's definitely got signal. Test 1, test. It's on the left channel only though, which I thought since I plugged it in. Okay, I'll put it in mono. Mono, test. It's only on the left side. Test. It is a little bit hot. I don't know why it's just on the left side because, well, is this a mono? No, it's got two ends. Get rid of the extension. What happens now? Test. It's still just on the left. Test. Still just on the left. Still just on the left. That's kind of weird. Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. Test. Oh, because I had this turned down here. Now it's both. Test 1, test. I usually don't. You can tell I'm a little inexperienced, but I can figure things out. Test 1, 2. Now here are my. Boy, that's a sensitive mic, isn't it? Wow. Of course, it doesn't help. It's not really mounted in there right. I moved it down a little bit. Test 1, 2. How's that sound? So there's my mic. I got to fix the mounting aspect of it. Wow. It's I think it's omnidirectional. Is that what it says? Microphone. COND condenser. Analog omni. So I might be picking up more than I need to. You'd think it'd have some directionality just by how it's shaped in the capsule there, but I don't know much about mics. It seems like it is picking up some stuff for sure. Test. Maybe my fridge. Testing 1, 2, 3. Test 1, 2. I could turn it down here. Test 1, test. That might sound a little better there. Test 1. Test 1, 2. Test 1. Test 1, 2. Test. Anyway, there you have it. Am I still recording? Boy, I don't know if I can make it over there now because I'm stuck to this camera. Let me get this plugged back in here real quick. Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. All right, we got it somewhat straightened out, except I haven't got the clippy thing all neatly around the mic. But wow, that's a good mic, I think. From a little bit I could hear. I haven't played it back yet. Testing 1, 2. Test 1. Sounds like it's possible to have it off to one side a little bit, but it's going through both channels. Test 1, 2. No, it looks about even. Test 1, 2. Test. I did turn the left down a little bit. And my camera's about ready to die, so I do have to wrap this up. Well, I hope you enjoyed me struggle, but yet I was successful in soldering 2 leads to a microphone capsule. It does sound better quality from what I can tell than the Alvoxcon. Now I'm not giving that a bad rap because that actually is a good system. I can say I made a couple crappy videos with it, but that was my fault for not having the level set correctly on different gain staging issues. I think that's my fault. I had a lot of hiss. I went out to a couple places, abandoned places, and was kind of checking out some, like an old house, old cars and stuff. It's kind of noisy. Some of that's the UHF. Some of that was just my preamp or just not having the level set right. Or really taking the advice to have the Canon at, 0 and this one notch up from that and have the preamp cranked up. And that doesn't always work either. But yeah, I'm glad I have this mic. It sounds pretty cool from what I can hear so far. Should check it out. I'll put a link in the description box. If I can do it, you can do it. If I was fumbling there a little bit, it's mainly with just being really careful. I got to make sure I tape this up too. But I already wasted a bunch of time and my camera's about to die. So please do remember to subscribe. This is pretty real here. I might clean it up a little bit, but we'll keep it down to life and keep it real. Struggles and all. Maybe not everything. I might have to edit some of this crap out, but yeah, I enjoyed being able to do that. I do have another one here. Hopefully I can find what happened to the other mic capsule. Maybe they just didn't send me that. I'll look through the video and see what I did with it. Fall on the floor or something. Looks like some of my solder here fell on the floor already. So yeah, please do remember to subscribe. Hit the please remember to subscribe and hit the notification icon. You want some real life experience on how to do something? Watch me struggle do it. I've never did a microphone capsule, but I've done plenty of things more difficult. So not a biggie really. I just found this more interesting to do than some of the things I've done. So with that, I'll let you go. If you made it this far, you're a real champ, especially if you didn't fast forward to the end. All right. Thanks, and have a great day. Thanks for listening. It means so much. Appreciate you. All right, so coming back here, I'm still not sure how this is going to work exactly, but I noticed this did before anyway. It didn't have much of a problem getting this through there. Made way too big of a deal out of that. But when you don't know, you don't know. Well, I still haven't tried this. I probably should have tried it before. And it is kind of loose, but so it already is loose. I think. recording. Now I'm recording with my new mic. But I probably caught some on this other one. No cards. That one can't record. Okay. I swapped cards. So I could probably just speed that up. So I'm not going slow on every single thing. But yeah, there's my new mic. So you're going to hear some noise, unfortunately. Sorry about that. Probably guess on the dimensions of this too. I try real hard to get everything to work out. Well, because I have to put tape, electrical tape over the mic, it wasn't the best job, but let's see if I can focus in on that. This is my homemade lavalier. Homemade is kind of a strong word. I mean, really, the manufacturer made the capsule. I just soldered 2 leads on there. Ordered the clip, the windscreen, and the cable was a little lazy because I know I could have went to the dollar store and probably got that and cut it in half and spliced it. Test 1, 2. Test 1. So I'm going to clip it on my shirt with it the way it's supposed to be. Hold on a second, I want to button my shirt here. Probably should fit it under, but probably not going to use the other camera right now. I probably should use the other camera, but this is what it sounds like. Pretty awesome, actually. The other camera has a dead battery. No, it has a full card. So it's something. Well, it works. I demonstrated that before too. Really, it's just that now I have it all taped up, and I could use it with the Alvoxcon Wireless system too. And I bet that does sound a little bit better. I might actually demonstrate that. Testing 1, 2, 3. All right, so I got the camera situation straightened out a little bit. So I have the mic I just made. It's mounted on my shirt here. That's kind of a weird word, mounted on my shirt. Clipped on my shirt. So it seems to be working fine. I did adjust the gain a little bit on my preamp on my camera, so it probably sounds even better now. What I should do is swap these out intermittently here, just so we can demonstrate the difference between. Might not be totally clear because the one's slightly down further, but because I can't put them in exactly the same location. But so which mic is this again? Well, that's not where I got it from. Let's see. This is from Digitech. This is the manufacturer part number, the AOM-5024L-HD-R, or the part number 668-1596-9D, which is kind of a sound check, really. Part number 668-1596-9D. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. Is that how it goes? So what I could do is go back to the Alvoxcon. Now this isn't using the UHF, mind you, but it's directly going in. This one has a mono plug though, so I don't know if it's. I don't remember my results. I do have an adapter. I noticed that introduced some noise in it sometimes. There there's the Alvoxcon lavalier microphone, but not UHF, just directly in. That's with the mono to stereo adapter. I don't know if that makes any difference. Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2, test 1, 2. And I'm going to go back to my mic that I just made. Test 1, 2. The next thing is I might connect this to the Alvoxcon. I've been calling it Alvoxcon UHF wireless system, and see how that sounds. All right. I'm actually still, I'm actually still recording using the lav mic that I just made. I did switch from stereo to mono on that preamp. I think that might make a difference in the quality. So far, from what I can tell, I can't just plug it into this wireless, but I've seen other people plug stereo cables into this thing and have it work, so I'm a little suspicious why it wouldn't work. But let me give it another shot. If I don't come back, I guess it just means I just won't work to do that, or I need some sort of adapter to do it. Well, this is mono to stereo, but that would be kind of the opposite of what I need to do. Possibly. I think it should just work, but we'll see. At least one side, you would think. Anywho, not a big deal. It is I'm pretty sure, just from what I get, the little bit I can hear in my monitor, it says to mirror my headphones, it does sound a little better quality. Well, it probably isn't what's it called? Is that called bidirectional? This one is omnidirectional anyhow. Wouldn't be called bidirectional, would it? The other kind. It doesn't seem like it's probably a very focused mic, but that might be okay if I'm going outdoors and actually want to capture nature or something like that. Plus, I can always get another capsule and do more. Type some mics on my own, just to experiment. Probably have to label them and know what they are, but all right, I'm going to let you guys go. Thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe, hit the notification button. Thank you. Test 1, 2. So what I discovered with the Alvoxcon and this other microphone I just made is it only works if I press and hold this down into the jack pretty hard, actually. So it looks like it probably needs a mono adapter or stereo to mono adapter. Although I think there probably are some situations where this might work without, if you had a slightly different dimension on the plug maybe. But as soon as I let go, press in a little bit more and it does work, but that's no way to do things. But I bet it would work if I found maybe a little different plug or something, because I think the mic definitely does sound better. Probably still not sounding quite right through this hacked method here. Let's see what else I can think of here. I have an extension down here. Hold on. Test. Okay, so it does work with this extension. Of course, that defeats the whole purpose, but I don't suppose there's such thing as an adapter that goes from TRS to TRS, because that would, that would be pointless. Maybe if it adapted just a little bit, it would work. So it looks like it does work, or it can. Well, this is all the way to 20. I was always wondering if that introduces distortion. I know people are going to say it introduces noise, like the noise floor. But honestly, if you get down too low, then your signal to noise ratio is probably worse on the lower level. than on the higher end. No, it might be too high on 20. That's as high as it goes. Maybe I could compromise on, 15, 16, or 17. But really, the hiss on this might not be as bad as the hiss that comes from, like a Canon camera or something. But if you have a preamp, it might not be as big of an issue. But well, it looks like it can work. I'm hearing just the slightest bit of latency through these headphones, but not much. Of course, that's not the microphone's fault. But yeah, I'm glad I got it figured out. It's still not really figured out if I wanted to take this with me, though, because I'm not going to take this with me. But if I had a small patch cable or something, once again, we'll demonstrate it, though. This will not plug directly into this normally and just have it work. It won't. But like that, it will work. And I hope I'm still recording, but I've let you guys go 2 times by now. But please do remember to subscribe and hit the notification button. All right. Have a great day, a great night, a great evening, morning, wherever you find yourself in. Have a good one. And remember to be blessed.